Hello, Scorpio babes, Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your tarot reading here at the Intuitive Teacup. We're going to read your tarot cards. As always, please come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. If the messages that come through do not resonate for you, please do push them aside. Go ahead and assume that they're going out to someone else who needs to hear them, and they may just resonate for you at a later time or date. So again, be open to that. Remember, you are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. This is optional advice, guidance, and energy check-in. Please do trust that your own intuition will separate what is meant for you and what is not. That being said, we're going to have fun. Despite the rules and the spiel, it'll be fun, right? We're going to set the intention to get Scorpio some clear, helpful, insightful messages wherever they are on their spiritual path. We're going to try and keep it light this time because your readings have been heavy, Scorpio. So we're using Spooky Ghost Tarot because that's what it's being called for, as I already see the Five of Cups. All right, let's connect. Let's get some high vibrational messages for Scorpio, whatever they need to hear. All right, here we go. What's going on in Scorpio's past? Please, Spirit, tell me about the past. The Seven of Coins. All right, assessment. Do I or don't I, right? Any seven has to do with assessment. Will you reap what you sow? Usually that is the case. So this is a Saturn card, though, so it indicates some delays, some struggles, some challenges. Capricorn season, right? Needing to roll up our sleeves and put in the extra work and extra effort. But we're moving on into Aquarius. And guys, I mean, Pluto's moving into Aquarius, right? That affects you. Pluto is your ancient ruler, right? Essentially. Mars and Pluto are most associated with Scorpio. And so, yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I guess I am. So Pluto spent like 20 years in Capricorn, and Pluto is the ultimate planet of transformation, rebirth, regeneration, destruction and rebirth, phoenix from the ashes. So, I mean, Pluto wreaks havoc on Capricornian stuff, money, banks, systems of government, high power people, right? We're seeing that especially now in its final degrees of Capricorn. But now it's moving into Aquarius, and that literally is going to be like power to the people. I hope. I mean, it's never easy with Pluto, but anyway, here we go. Sorry, side note. But that's a big deal because Scorpio is so associated with Pluto. That's a huge major transit going on in astrology. So look it up, see what it says, see if it speaks to you. All right, so Seven of Coins, how is that in the present? What's going on? Ooh, the Ace of Cups and the Three of Cups. Hells yeah, Scorpio. I like that. So has someone made an offer to you? Are you making an offer to someone? There's absolutely room to collaborate here. Some of you are just realizing you need to spend more time with friends and family and people who love you and make you happy. Yes, like just all of this. Yes. Yes, please. So how is Scorpio feeling emotionally? What's going on in the emotions of my Scorpio babes? Scorpio, what's going on there? Let's see, the King of Sticks. The King of Sticks, that just makes me laugh. So that is the King of Wands. So fire, passionate. You have an intense emotion, fiery emotion. But I think fiery emotion is a weird way of putting it because that sort of indicates sort of like aggressive or feisty or, whatever. This King of Swords, why am I wanting to say King of Swords? This King of Sticks, which is King of Wands, looks very at ease. There's like a cool, calm, collected, like peaceful, like things are progressing forward and I'm into it. Something with a Sagittarius might be of interest here too. You may have feelings quite literally for a King of Wands. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I even love that they're looking at like the cups. I always look at like, the placement of where the cards are and who's looking at what. Like there could be some sort of reunion with a fire sign. It doesn't have to be a fire sign though. If this is representing you, I mean, you're a Mars ruled sign. So again, kind of that fire and water. That's you, Scorpio, right? Kind of. Yeah, I love this. Some of you may be thinking about a reunion. What is Scorpio thinking? What's going on in the mental sector? The mental sector, the mind. What are their plans, their ambitions? What is Scorpio thinking about currently? The devil. Ooh, you want to do naughty things. I'm just kidding. You may be thinking about a Capricorn. You may be thinking about old habits and I feel like I've been saying this to you a lot lately, Scorpio, no shade, but like self-sabotaging ways. I mean, typically the devil does represent things that hold us back, right? And a lot of times, more often than not, guys, it's our own self-undoing, right? So yes, it can be addiction issues. That can be the devil, drug addiction, food addiction, sex addiction, drinking, whatever it is. So you may be thinking about kicking the habit. You may also be celebrating a reunion with a friend or even a family member of someone who has struggled with addiction issue and they've overcome a lot, and it's very, I'm hearing cathartic, but it's also inspiring you, even if you don't necessarily have addiction issues. There's something about seeing someone in your life, in your family, in your circle, really win at life right now that you're just like, I think you're elated for them, and it's like it's adding fuel to your own fire to go out and do something big and good for yourself. There's actually like a really beautiful energy here of like seeing somebody else win and feeling like nothing but like absolute praise and loyalty and it's not coming out, but it's like feeling very awe and inspired by them, or in awe and inspired by other people. It isn't like this kind of low-key shady jealousy or like, ugh, they're winning so that means that I can, or like there's not like a competitive vibe here. It's like you are genuinely so friggin' happy for someone in your life because they're crushing it, and like something about that vibe, it's coming back to you. It's like you're not doing it for any other purpose other than you're a good person, but like it's good karma because it's like there's a win coming into you that you don't even realize. Some of you are definitely and removing all the negative stuff from the devil card. Ultimately I do have to clarify, like the devil can sometimes literally just be a Capricorn. So it could be that you have feelings for a fire sign, but you're also thinking about a Capricorn. Maybe this is platonic, maybe this is family, maybe this is love, whatever. And there could be multiple people coming into the storyline here as well. Let's get one more on the devil, actually. Yeah, trying to beat your demons. You may have a list of goals of, I don't know if it's like new year, new me type vibe, or something that you want to achieve this year that you're really actually kind of settling into and making some sort of achievable goal list, like milestones, things that you want to like check the boxes of, and really holding yourself accountable. With the King of Wands, it's like expanding your territory, expanding your comfort zone, like expanding out into the world, networking with people and meeting people who can help bring your dreams to fruition. And again, it's in a really pure, lovely way where you guys are helping and supporting and loving each other. It's not like an icky, what can this person do for me? I really like this. Can I have one more on the devil, please? To be honest, guys, you might be thinking about sex, right? King of Wands with all the cup energy. You may have like a really good dating prospect or someone that you are already dating, and you're just like, yeah, this is good. This feels like it has potential. I'm loving it. All right, what's with the devil? The Two of Coins. All right, so yeah, there may be couple things. Work-life balance, because this is a Capricorn card. Capricorn is arguably one of the most hardworking signs of the zodiac. I think you are too, Scorpio, quite frankly. But sometimes Capricorn has trouble doing work-life balance in terms of making time for play and fun and emotional connection. And literally these three cards are all about work and play and fun and emotional connection. Like getting stuff done, absolutely. But the King of Fire, it's like work hard, play hard. It's like I'm going to kick ass at work and then I'm going to fucking party tonight with my friends and it's going to be great. In like a healthy way, right? Because, we have the devil showing up. So like we got to be chill about it. But yeah, like the King of Wands knows how to have fun and connect emotionally with all this stuff. Sometimes the devil energy can get too stuck on like money. Like, I have to work and then I have to go to the gym and then I have like all these like have to, must do's. The Two of Coins might be saying you need to make room in your life for play, whatever that means to you, for fun, for engaging with friends, with family, with romantic prospects, whatever it is. Others of you, again, there could be a head over heart decision, which I think that was about your reading last time, wasn't it? I think that's what I called your reading. Anyway, it could also be the idea of choosing between people, choosing between jobs. Ultimately, it's a Jupiter card, so it does say more, extra, bigger options. And so with that, sometimes it can get complicated because do you have room to accept new blessings into your life? ? Also, whatever you're trying to manifest, are you in a good place to receive it? Like, is there room in your life to do it? Can you fit time in your schedule with all this like Capricorn King of Wands energy? Like, if you were to meet the love of your life tomorrow, are you ready for that? So I think there's a little bit of, I don't hate that this card is coming up in the mental sector because there's an assessment of what am I committed to, what am I dedicated to, and also with the devil, what am I obsessed with, and is it healthy? I think those are, and that's a very Scorpio word is obsession, right? That's Pluto energy. All right, here we go. So then what is holding Scorpio back, please, if anything? Is there something that they're over reliant on, something they need to release? What is holding Scorpio back, please? What is holding Scorpio back? Yeah, some of you may be stuck on an ex, or I don't even know if it's that, though, because presently the vibe is so high. But yeah, okay, ideally, I wish it was the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, indicating like new love, one-on-one. It's 3. So there's nothing wrong with this because it feels so lovely. It could just be that you're going out and meeting people, but you may reach a point where you have to make a decision either to, I don't know, I think make a decision on if you're moving forward with someone with commitment, Capricorn energy, or King of Wands. Maybe it's a little bit more uncommitted. Maybe it's just a little bit more like having fun, seeing what's out there, seeing what I catch in my net, but not necessarily trying to like put it in a box and make it anything specific. Does that make sense? All right. What is holding Scorpio back, please? Is there anything that they need to release? What does Scorpio need to release, please? What is no longer helpful to them? What does Scorpio need to release? Hierophant, Queen of Blades, and the Four of Cups. Okay, I kind of like this, actually. So the Hierophant is all about commitment. The Queen of Blades, the Queen of Swords, that is about being decisive and being discerning, being choosy on what you accept into your life. I think with this Devil energy, it's like, what are you committed to that is actually not helpful to you at this time? Or what have you quote unquote committed yourself to or married yourself to that the universe is like, are you sure? Because like there may actually be something better here. Like, are you absolutely certain that you want to get all obsessed in this energy? Because I don't know, you may be quote unquote committing yourself to something that it actually doesn't really have room in your life anymore, or you don't have room for it in your life anymore. Maybe it's a person. The Queen of Swords, though, I actually see as cutting, like removing, eliminating. It's Venus energy, though, so it's not done in like a, we're over sort of way. Like, it's not this brash, harsh energy. It's just like something you just got to like, I'm hearing the word slit or it's like we cut it out gently and gingerly because we just don't need it anymore. You have 2 cards of Venus energy. So it's like there's a peaceful approach to this, even if you are needing to distance yourself from something. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe by cutting out a certain habit or behavior or a lifestyle change, it's making room for more blessings in your life. That's Venus energy. And you're acting out of a place of trying to be more in balance. That's very Venus, Libra energy, right? The scales. And it also allows for more peace in your life. That's what I think this is. It's like for some of you, you're making something harder than it needs to be. That can be 2 of Pentacles as well. It's like, why are you juggling? Maybe we need to have more precision. Maybe it's not this all or nothing. Maybe there is a happy medium. Maybe we don't have to hold everything at once. Maybe we can push pause on some project or delegate our work responsibilities, or, you know what I mean? I think there needs to be a flexibility rather than trying to do it all yourself. That can be Devil energy too, of being too proud or ego or too up on your high horse. Are you able to ask for help? Because here's the thing, no matter what this is, there's people in your life that are like, vibing with you big time. So like someone, if not multiple people, they'll absolutely help you. And then the Four of Cups, like this is an interesting Four of Cups because the like person, the ghost, whatever, in the picture, they actually look kind of content with the 3. So some of you may have had to pass up on an offer because you're saying yes to your own peace and your own sanity, and something about the new offer was really agitating you. It didn't go down smooth. It wasn't in alignment with your future. I think with the King of Wands too, you're starting to see things with more clarity and illumination. Oh, thank goodness, Scorpio. This reading is so much better than the last couple I've done for you. The last couple were just like, oh my God, so intense. And so I'm not saying this is all your story, right? I mean, it's a general collective message. I hope a lot of you are resonating with it, but this feels like there's a break, like there's a chance to exhale. There's a dawning of a new day. Yeah, you're saying yes to your own peace. You're saying yes to your own happiness. You're not trying to make space and room in your life for things that no longer fit. That's like the Devil energy too, is telling you, it's like our inner monologue. It's our shadow side. We all have that devil in us, right? that thing telling you who you're supposed to be, that you need to fit into a box, or you need to do things this way and you need to do things that way. And like for a lot of you, it's like programming. It's stuff that you heard in your childhood and you believed it to be true, and then you reach a certain point in adulthood and you're like, this really isn't working for me. Like, this doesn't apply. You know, I was told, go to college, get a 9-to-5 job, buy a car, buy a house, and you're like, none of that has transpired. So like, it's, you know what I mean? It's like, that's the boomer generation's like, yeah, do this and you'll succeed. And you're like, nope, that is not my path. And I mean, maybe that's a dumb example, but more or less, it's like the things that maybe you were holding near and dear to your heart, there's almost like a cathartic release of understanding that not everything that you have built your life and your quote unquote ego around is necessarily based off of truth. And so there's that beautiful Scorpio energy of like, oh shit, like, I guess I gotta transform, because who I thought I was is not who I am presently. And with that, there's like a beautiful awakening and sort of maybe there's like a reinvention going on here. The idea of the person you've committed yourself to being, and I mean you, not external to you, the person that you've committed yourself to being, it's almost like we gotta trim the fat a little bit. We gotta, that's interesting. For some of you, literally, you're going on like a diet or something. And that's not a jab, like by any means. Some of you, it's like fitness and health is becoming much more of a priority for you, as well as mental health. But yeah, it's like committing yourself to something that you've outgrown. I think you're starting to trim, or you're starting to carve, or I'm using all these ridiculous metaphors, but I hope you understand what I mean. It's like you're shaping it and refining it. Thank you, Spirit. That's the word I was looking for. Shaping and refining. Should I call that, or should I title that your reading? I feel like that's kind of like not an exciting title. Like people won't click on that if I'm like shaping and refining, Scorpio. All right, 4 of Cups. There's like this really nice, I'm good, no thanks. 4 of Cups can be a tricky energy. I mean, ultimately it is the moon in Cancer, so it is the idea of tapping into our emotions and listening to our intuition, listening to what our heart is telling us, versus what's interesting is like the quote unquote logic, right? Like the Mercury energy, what's going on in the brain sector. That might be tripping you up a little bit, because something about this defies logic a little bit. It's like, it doesn't really make sense, but you know what? It feels right, and so I'm going to go with that. Like if intuitively, internally, the answer feels like a yes, I think you're more apt to listen to that now, versus coming up with all these excuses or ideas like, oh, well, it could never work, or this or that or whatever. I think you're starting to expand out of that devil energy of like a lack mentality, or a mindset that keeps you stuck in the dark, or a mindset that inhibits your growth in some capacity. That's devil energy. And the thing is, Jupiter is coming in to like bust that shit open 100%. There's Jupiter energy in the 2 of Coins, right? Jupiter, I think is in Capricorn. I think it is. So an interesting energy. It's like Saturn and Jupiter, which by default are very, very different energies. Jupiter wants to expand. It wants to grow. It's lighthearted. It's buoyant. It's fun. It's Pisces. It's Sagittarius. And then you have Saturn energy, which is like restrictive, kind of father time, like we have limitations in life, death is just around the corner. Saturn is very like a heavy oppressive energy, but ultimately we need that because it forces us to like step up and get our life together. So here it's like both. That's what I mean. It's like work hard, play hard. It's like, can you commit yourself to work and do a great job, but when you clock out at the end of the day, can you actually make sure the rest of the day is yours, and to have fun and to feed yourself, your health, your relationships, your friends, your whatever is important to you. All right, here we go. Moving on. I see the Hangman. Things are about to change. Get ready for it. Yeah, you're coming into your own again. The Hangman is what comes right before the Death card. That's you, Scorpio. So this is like busting out of the cocoon. This is like a reinvention. This is a coming out for some of you, quite literally, right? There may be a coming out of who you really are, or a status change, a title change at work. There could be some sort of, I don't know, like quite literally a status change in who you are in your life. Again, it might be related to your work. It could be a promotion. It could be I am now a girlfriend, or I am now a wife, or whatever, masculine version of that. Like I am now someone's boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. It could also be like expansion of family. Like I am now a father, I am now a mother, I am an aunt, I am a whatever. There could, like something about your place in the world. It's being carved, it's being shaped, it's being reformed, it's being refined. Damn, you refined, Scorpio. All right. How is Scorpio going to move forward? How do they find their willpower? What do they need to embrace? What is the action they need to take? Any action or advice cards? Thank you. The Star, yeah, aligning to your soul purpose and your destiny. And then you have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is incorporating more fun in your life. This is going off on some fun adventure, some expedition. For some of you, it could even be a... Ooh, this is a deeper one. What is the word? It could even be a... I'm hearing like soul journey, but there's a better word for that. Almost like a pilgrimage. That's not quite it, but like there's some sort of journey that you're taking. And do keep in mind, maybe it's physical travel, but it could also be sort of the idea of like expanding your mind, like traveling, like, I know this is like heady, but like traveling in terms of like philosophies and reading new books and like traveling in your mind a little bit to like broaden your horizons, to expand your mind. The Star is a huge card of healing. It's also about networking and communities, right? It's Aquarian energy. So that's like Pluto, baby. Like Pluto in Aquarius is like a breakthrough in our communities, in our network, in groups of people. There could be some major, for those who are like, what is the friggin' word? I can't come up with it. I don't know, people who have an online presence for your business, if you're an influencer, if you do social media of any kind, there could be a very powerful shift and change of your star, quote unquote, rising. There could be a lot more traffic to your website. There could be a lot more, like I'm going to say, Scorpio, and I use this very infrequently, like an element of fame or again, a recognition, promotion, title change because of the hard work and effort you're putting in. But it's not just like for nothing. It's because you have so much passion and love and desire for this that like, of course you earned it. Like it was owed to you. Eventually it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. And I think that's what this is. A lot of you may have started investing in something, maybe quite literally investing your money, but I think more so your time, your energy, your love. You started investing in something and you're starting to have self-doubt. That's devil energy. You're starting to feel like maybe you're undeserving or unworthy because it's not manifesting in the speed and the timeline that you want. Again, that's that Jupiter Saturn. Jupiter's like, go, now. And devil energy or Saturn energy is like, let's wait. No, we can't do that. Like Jupiter says yes, Saturn says no. And you have both here. And so again, there's like Libra energy. There's the need to find the balance. But anyway, you've been working on something and like it's starting to show. It's starting to materialize. It's starting to come to fruition. Keep your vibe high because this is headed in such a positive direction. Some of you may seek advice or counseling from quite literally like a psychic. It could also be from an Aquarius. It could also be from a healer of any kind. That could be like a doctor, a nurse, some sort of practitioner. It could be someone who's going to help you with your body or help in like healing of any kind, physical, mental, emotional. I almost see you coming in as a student, and some of you may be pursuing a career or something, a certificate, taking a class about possibly some sort of like spiritual healing journey. Or wanting to be a licensed fill in the blank. Because I don't know, for some of you, it's like something you struggled with. And by struggling with it, you kind of, I don't know, it inspired you to help others who were kind of in a similar position. All right, here we go. I'm rambling. This is fire, quite literally. It feels amazing. Look at you. Stop it. Queen of Coins, Queen of Cups, High Priestess, Cancerian, Capricorn energy, Page of Coins, making some sort of offer. For some of you, good news at work, money at work, paying off some sort of debt, financial debt, student debt, credit card debt, whatever. All right, what does Scorpio want out of this scenario? Hopes, dreams, wishes. Hopes, dreams, wishes. Yeah, something about psychic energy too. I mean, you are one of the most psychic signs. I'm not saying you have to go out and make that your career. You know, you certainly can, but you may be leaning into more like spiritual endeavors in the coming months. Hopes and dreams. Hopes, dreams, wishes for Scorpio. Hopes, dreams, and wishes for Scorpio. Thank you. Let's see. The Queen of Sticks. So the Queen of Wands. Hey, you got a divine pairing. Oh, and the Ace of Wands. Who are you making fire with? That's what I want to know. Some of you are finding your soulmate. Absolutely. You got a lot of fire signs. In fact, let's just go ahead and pull signs on it. You definitely have a lot of fire coming through here. In fact, you aside from like the Page of Wands, you literally have like the whole court family of fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You may also have that strong in your chart too. For major arcana, I see Taurus, Libra, potentially Capricorn, Aquarius. Anyway, what zodiac signs want to come out in this reading? Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. All right, good to know. All right, so hopes, dreams, and wishes, like becoming the king of the castle. Expansion is huge. King of Wands. I feel like I was calling this King of Wands earlier, wasn't I? Ooh, interesting. It's almost like a weird, again, like a role reversal for some of you. This could also be... there's like a couple messages here. This doesn't have to do with goals, dreams, and ambitions per se, but for some of you, it feels like you were living a double life. And I don't know if there's necessarily a coming out of sharing that, or there's just an acknowledgement of embracing all aspects of yourself, and that being tremendously freeing and liberating. Not feeling like you have to be a certain person with these people versus with those. I don't get this as like liar, cheater, thief vibes. It's almost like you've been editing yourself in order to, I'm not sure it's to fit in. That doesn't feel very Scorpionic to me. But there is something about like living a double life or feeling like you need to conform to an environment. Honestly, I think it's more self-preservation. I think it comes from a place of safety and like something about like adaptability. It's like getting comfortable in the room before you get like immersed in it. I don't know. There's something going on here. And like, rather than resisting or denying like the awkward side of it or something, it's like this fully embracing of I'm both. Like I'm dark and light. Like, you know, it's like I'm Jupiter and Saturn. I'm both, and that's okay. I'm going to make it work together. I'm not going to deny myself the fun Jupiter life just to commit to like the serious, you know, responsible Saturnian Capricorn stuff. And maybe it shouldn't be like, I shouldn't be mentioning the signs as much, but I mean the planet energy. There's an appreciation of both. It's like, I'm light and dark. I'm masculine and I'm feminine. And like, we truly are. Everybody is, right? So maybe for some of you that goes down weird, but like, there is like this, I can be both. I can do both and not lose myself in the process. This feels incredible. The Ace of Wands to the King of Wands, absolutely. What lights your fire? I mean, Knight of Wands, that's my Jim Morrison card, Sagittarius, right? Come on, baby, light my fire. You need to go after what excites you, what energizes you, what inspires you. You don't have time for the rest. You were committing yourself to something that was keeping you down and in the dumps, and like maybe it was a relationship that was verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, mentally abusive, whatever it was. Maybe that was a family dynamic of growing up in a family that told you that you were never good enough. Whatever it is, you were cutting that shit out and you were reshaping and redefining who you are. All right, what is the outcome for Scorpio here? What is the outcome? This is my favorite reading by a landslide that I've done. This feels so empowered. I love it. What is the outcome for Scorpio, please? What is the outcome for Scorpio? The Two of Sticks. All right, so you have some twos for sure. Am I really ready for this big change? Am I really ready for this big shakeup? Some of you, an offer comes into you. It's not that you didn't expect it. It's that it came later than you thought it would. And so there's almost like a... pinch me, is this really happening? Like, is this too good to be true? And no, I'm wanting to say you've earned it. Your court cards coming up are so high. It's like you were in your power. You beat the friggin' demons, right? The Two of Wands is, again, about expansion. There's so much fire energy here. This is going to be a busy season for you, for sure. Especially Aquarius season, right? By default, that is a sign that squares Scorpio. So, you know, yes, that can be an uncomfortable energy, but it doesn't have to be depending on how you look at it. I think anytime there's a quote-unquote square, that's an aspect in astrology. You know, you and Aquarius are 90 degrees apart. That's a square. There's going to be agitation. There's going to be energy that sort of... I'm hearing the word stimulates, but ultimately it's going to jigger something within you to take steps and action forward because you cannot stay the same. Like something here has to change, the other shoe has to drop, or whatever the expression is. And so look at it as the agitation you're feeling is very necessary because it's actually serving as encouragement for you to move after something or pursue something that maybe there's a little bit of fear. Devil energy can be fear too. Like, you know, worst case scenario, what if this happens? Jupiter is like, it's all good. Like, you know, if I fall, God will catch me, or whatever you believe in, God, source, spirit, universe. It's like, this is the blessing. Like, the angels are looking out for you. This is like, oh God, like, you know, everything's going to go to shit and I'm going to lose everything I built. And like, again, like, we need to acknowledge the dark, but we don't have to like collaborate with it per se, right? We can lean into the lighter, happy stuff. Yeah, are you ready to accept this challenge? If you choose to accept this mission, Scorpio. Two of Wands. Yeah, it's about expansion of territory. It's Mars and Aries. So Mars, a fellow ruled Mars sign. You are also ruled by planet Mars, Scorpio. This is like you have to say yes, you know? Mars is the pioneer. Mars is the initiator. It is the start. It is, you know, it's uber masculine energy, whether you're male or female. There's something very aggressive and it goes after it. It's unflinching. That's Mars energy. It's the race car driver, right? I don't know. It's intense. It's action oriented. It's the adventurer. It's the trailblazer. It's sex. It's hot, it's fire, it's passion. Look at you with all these wand energies. So then you have the Hermit. Yeah, so going off on some sort of spiritual journey. I don't have the Fool here, but I am wanting to use Fool terminology and say, like, take the leap of faith. I think it's going to be worth it. What appears as just a dim light in your lantern right now, that light and that inspiration you're going off of, like, what lights my fire? Well, something here. Like, I'm curious. I'm intrigued by it. Eventually, the Hermit becomes, the star, right? And that small little flame, it's illuminated big in the sky. Like, it becomes so much bigger when you start to lean into that stuff. When you start to pursue and go after things that mean a lot to you. The universe, God, source, spirit, whatever, they take their cues from you. So the minute you decide, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to, whatever this is that you need to detach from, when you start to take necessary steps and strides forward, that is mirrored back to you. The universe is going to catch you if you fall. That's how I see it. 9 of Coins, yeah. 9 of Coins. Living your best life. That's 9 of Coins. Venus and Virgo, it's appreciating the life around you, the things you've built, the relationships, your career success, whatever it is. And it doesn't even have to be those things. It's appreciating you. Virgo is a sign of the body. And health is very important, right? So sometimes it's just appreciating, well, at least I have my health, right? And on your lower days, sometimes that's what you're going to have to lean into, right? And I mean, not everybody does, right? Not everybody has their health. All right, Oracle card for Scorpio. Let's do it. This has been a long reading. It always is. I can't help it. Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. That makes me think of that movie where frogs fall from the sky. What is that? It's like one of those, Tom Cruise is in it. What the hell is that movie called? Magnolia? Is that right? That might be significant for some of you. The flower, Magnolia. That's like a symbol for some of you, or you live on like Magnolia Drive or something about Magnolia. That's like a psychic thing. I don't know what that is, but you'll know if it's your message. All right, Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. Frog Spirit knows that while all the other frogs are croaking away, this is the time for you to simplify and declutter your life. Queen of Swords. Trimming the fat, right? I lost my spot. Simplify and declutter your life so you can feel content and in your own lily pad. Even when life isn't creating a total cacophony, I hope I'm saying that right, we can become drawn to the excitement of lots of noise. Then the next thing we know, our schedules and homes are cluttered with commitments we regret making and objects taking up valuable space. Even relationships need decluttering as they often become messy. Isn't that the truth? Frog Spirit appears to tell you to clean up your house, prioritize what you need, and get rid of or give away the rest so that you can have some space in your day and in your head. That feels like this, making room for what's important and needed. You don't need the old stuff and its stories shouting at you about your past. Along with physical clutter, friendships are sometimes kept long past their expiration date, weighing you down with unnecessary baggage. Now is the time to let go. Whatever you need will appear when you need it, so release your grip on all the clutter that is making you feel anxious and burdened. Frog Spirit wants you to reclaim your space, unencumbered by shoulds, ought tos, or could have beens. Let go and jump. You are free from all that old stuff. Scorpio, that's what I got for you. I'm trying to grow my channel, guys. Please like the video. That would be amazing. Leave me a comment if you so desire. Leave an emoji. Subscribe to the channel. All of that helps me gain traction on YouTube, and that's my goal. I want to get these messages out to people who need to hear them or want to hear them, etc. Thank you for joining me today. I love your reading. I love this. If it's not your story yet, the energy is here. The cards are on the table, so that means it is available to you to manifest. Thanks for joining me today, Scorpio. Love ya. See you soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.